Hey everyone, welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. It's Feng Shui Friday today, and I'm glad that you're joining me today for Feng Shui Friday. And it's June 16th, 2023. So I was thinking about what we would talk about today, and I just thought I would pull a few cards and see what messages come up for the week ahead. And didn't have a real specific topic other than the fact that we do have the Gemini new moon coming up tomorrow. Let's see, that's the 17th, but it's also the 18th, depending on where you live, at 26 degrees. So the Gemini new moon is bringing new blessings in. And last month, I did a card spread for the new moon, so I thought, well, I'll do it again, see what messages come up. So I'm just sitting here on my patio balcony and got all my cards here, and just thought what I'll talk about first is that Gemini new moon and what's in store for us over the course of the next couple of weeks. Gemini is all about communication, so communication is going to be key. Also short distance travel, and also your local environment. It's also about the thinking mind, because it's air. Gemini is the air energy. So don't get caught up in overthinking things too much, because we also have Neptune squaring the sun and the moon, and also that is going to bring in getting out of your head and into your intuition. And so it's more of a kind of a going within, like the hermit energy and the mystic energy, and not escaping from reality with external influences like alcohol, drugs, food, or whatever your addiction of choice is. So you are being asked by the universe to spend time in quiet contemplation. And with the Gemini new moon happening at the end of this Gemini season, we've had a chance to actually have a lot of thinking beforehand. Maybe those projects that we were working on, maybe those ideas that were kind of coming up to fruition, will tend to now move in towards more of a completion as we're moving into the full moon in Capricorn in a couple of weeks. So Capricorn's all about business. It's an earth sign, so it's grounding things into reality. So with all of this dreamy energy that's coming in from Neptune, utilize it, utilize it to your advantage to enhance your psychic abilities, enhance your intuition, instead of turning to any type of an escape in addictions. Sit and be with that mind influence. Okay, get out of your mind, so to speak, and get into your heart. Get into your heart, get into that intuition, and dream about what it is that you want to bring into fruition within the next couple of weeks. We do have the summer solstice coming in on Wednesday, the 21st, the lightest day of the year, and with that brings a lot of illumination of ideas, situations, and things. A lot of things, if you have noticed, are being uncovered. Things have been hidden. Maybe a lot of things that were deceptive, not told the whole truth about. Those things are coming to the surface to be illuminated by the sun and to be evidenced in reality, so we can see everything for its true character, its true being in essence. So then therefore we can decide, do we want to keep that in our life, or do we want to release it in some way? At the new moon, and specifically in Gemini, which is communications, because the intuition and the psychic abilities are being more enhanced, okay, it tends to, you have a problem balancing that out between the logic mind and the intuitive aspect of things. So it is definitely balance in both worlds and walking between both the logical mind and the intuitive creative mind. Not that you have to do anything with that thinking mind, that logical mind, the left brain mind. Let that just kind of go by the wayside and start exploring that psychic ability, that sixth sense within you, and see what's coming up with that. Journaling is great for that. Writing down your ideas, what you want. I mean, you can really utilize this energy for really writing it out in a higher way by utilizing the energy in a positive way instead of a destructive escapism way. Because we have the higher energies of the planets and then we have the lower energies of the planets. We want to ride that high because you're going to find that you're going to get more out of that. And there's things with this Neptune influence that are bringing into your reality things that normally would not be coming in for you. If you are, doing any type of psychic work, clairvoyant, clairsentient, empathy, empathic work, you may find that your skills really amp up, that you're able to channel that information really amps up, okay? So be the student, okay? Be the student and learn through this time. And then there'll be a time that you'll be teaching it to others and helping others. But what are you bringing into the world once this comes into fruition? Okay, now with this air energy, it may, you tend to overthink things. So don't, overthink, when you start to get up in your head too much. That's a time to walk outside in the grass or to get into nature and ground in your body. Movement is good for that. Yoga, just doing some yoga stretches, going to the gym, something like that. Get back into your body, okay? When you start overthinking, it's all in your head, right? So reduce it to paper so you're grounding it and releasing it. And, don't always believe everything you're thinking either. So with this intuition, it tends to, start exploring all kinds of portals and, all kinds of things are coming to you. That doesn't mean you have to act on everything, okay? This is a time to explore that part of yourself, that dreams, and then, just consider it and write it down and be with it for a while, okay? Because there will be time for that in a couple more weeks when we go into the full moon of Capricorn, where you're going to get very clear about what is coming from that intuitive side of you and what should be grounded into our reality, let's say, okay? Let's see, what else? So I feel like that is pretty much the Gemini new moon coming in, and as I always tell my people here, every new moon is to write down your 10 new moon wishes that you wish to bring into fruition for this coming 30 days ahead, and write down what you want to create in your life. Use your creativity. This is a real good time to do that, and write down those things, 10 things that you want to bring into fruition, or that you're going to start taking the action steps towards those things, so that you start to make an action plan towards those things in your life, right? So I just want to say to everyone, if you're new here, welcome. So glad that you could stop by today, and I hope you'll come back, okay? Please subscribe to the channel, like and share with your friends. Hit the bell notification so you're notified of future videos that come out. And if you're coming back, as a loyal subscriber, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. So appreciative of you, and thank you for supporting the channel. And that is one thing I did want to tell everybody is that I, with this Gemini new moon, I'm launching a new website that I just finished, and it just went live, so that will be on the link below. It is myspiritualsanctuary.com, same domain. I created it myself. I have been working with Christina Hills with the website creation workshop, and last year I signed up for a retake class because I had created several websites in 2010 with her and loved her curriculum and her training so much, because I made multiple websites on my own that I really had so much fun doing, that I decided to update my website, and I signed up last May 2022, and as a continuing student, and so I started off fresh again. Now, you know, technology changes over time, right? So it was a learning curve, and some of the things are the same and some were different. These are setting up and creating WordPress sites. So I started my website last year, and then in June of last year, I just kind of let it go. I just wasn't into it. I don't know, you know, I'm retired most of the time, so I just don't push myself, and when, you know, spirit guides me to just let something go, I let it go. I decided that I only had 1 year to complete that project before it was going to expire, and I only had like 3 modules left to finish it and complete it. So I decided to pick it back up again a month ago, and I have completed it. So I had a lot of fun doing it, and I felt like the time was right because it's now being launched at the Gemini new moon, which is all about communications. So there are no accidents in the universe. You know, when you are prompted to start a project, start it, and when you're prompted to just let things go for a while, let it go, because maybe the timing just isn't right. For me, the timing was right, and I was all gung-ho for the last 2 weeks. I've just been creating my website, and it's by no means totally complete because the content is changing, and I'm adding to it, and because of course my whole life is different, so of course my website is going to reflect that. But I'm excited to release that and to share it with all of you out there. So I will put a link. It's the same domain name, myspiritualsanctuary.com. Also, if you have my old domain, sandraruggles.com, you can plug that in and it goes right to the new website as well. So sign up for my mailing list, okay, below. There will be some great things coming up next week. I'm not going to tell everybody about the surprise I have for you. So sign up for the newsletter, and then you will be notified of all of the new changes coming up for the summer, okay? So that's my news for today, and I'm very excited. Let's pull a few cards here and see what the message is for the Gemini new moon. I'm going to pull, I don't know, I'm being guided to pull the Akashic Tarot, okay? And you've seen me with this one before, the Akashic Tarot, and this is by Sandra Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. Let's see what this is going to reveal to us today, the Akashic Tarot. You know, the Akashic records are where all of our prior lives are stored, and all of the information and the DNA imprint of our soul is contained in the Akashic records. So I'm curious to see with this new moon in Gemini, Spirit was just telling me, yeah, do the Akashic Tarot today. And so I'm going to see, Spirit, what is the message for all of us today? What is the message for all of us today? I picked 4, okay? So, the first one is the Queen of Keys. The Queen of Keys. That would be like the Queen of Pentacles, I believe. Let's see. The Queen of Keys. Let's see, Spirit, where's the Queen of Keys? $208. Okay, so the Queen of Keys is a queen dressed in a gown of rich colors and textures, stands atop the tower of her great castle, happily looking over the rich, verdant hills of her domain in the far distance. Her husband returns from his travels. So this card represents a woman of authority. She is sensitive, helpful, and thoughtful. She is confident in her authority, but always happy to celebrate the success of others. She could be a love interest for you or someone in your life. Besides referring to a positive woman of business, this card can represent you or another who is about to climb the ladder of success. Positions in banking, investment, real estate, and management may be coming. Self-employment in any industry could also be at hand, as well as greater financial independence, increased authority, or creative autonomy at work. Yeah, that is perfect. So that is perfect for what we're talking about with the Gemini new moon. And moving into the full moon in Capricorn in a couple weeks. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very abundant. She is a businesswoman, she's a mother, she's a wife, she is somebody who can do it all. And she is somebody who is very much looked up to into being a queen in her own right. And so you may know somebody who is a Queen of Pentacles. The birth sign would be somebody who's an earth sign, so it would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So you may be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, and then we're talking about you, okay? So let's see, now that we know who we're talking about here, let's see what the message is. Birth, okay, so that makes sense. This is a birth of a new project or a new creative endeavor. This is a major arcana, number 4. So let's see, we may be bringing forward something that is new. Oh my goodness, here goes some wind. This is, with this card, the sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient henge in the distance, and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved the old Celtic Ogham letter Baith, which represents the birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while 2 children run happily toward her. With this card, it's time for a new start, perhaps an actual birth, or at least a metaphorical birth. An old phrase is passing away, an old phase is passing, and a new one is beginning. How perfect for the Gemini new moon. But even this new beginning has roots in its deepest histories and past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears fruit. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. There may be new energy in a romance, the family, or the home. You could be giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate, prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come to you. how wonderful. That is like so perfect for the Gemini new moon. So this Queen of Pentacles is about to embark on a new project. Now this may be you or somebody that you know in your world. And then the next one is we have the Sphinx, 21. This is also a major arcana. When I talk about the major arcanas, those are the universe is in charge. Usually humans do not have control over the energies of the new creation. You know, number 4 is about foundation, new creation and a foundation, a new project of some kind. But the universe is coming in to help prepare you for that. Uriel and the Sphinx, 21. So let's see what Uriel and the Sphinx. I haven't used this card deck in a while, so forgive me for reading it, but I feel like we'll get a better sense for the message. The Archangel Uriel stands before the Sphinx under a full moon. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion, indicating strength, and the head of a king, showing authority and intelligence. But more than this, the Sphinx represents the enigmatic and inscrutable, the silent holder of truth and the ancient mysteries of the world. Here, the Archangel Uriel connects and confers with the great source of mystery. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important and possibly the most difficult work in your life. The digging and inner discovery that takes you to your deepest self and your deepest power. Even the great Sphinx had to be dug out many times from the blowing desert sands that buried it up to its neck. And you must dig diligently too. You may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old belief systems and history so that you can get to the truth inside. But don't worry, you have begun already and you've made considerable inroads. There's also someone here to help you, Uriel, Archangel Uriel, whose name means fire of God. You can work directly in your meditations with this archangel for self-understanding, transformation, and guidance. Also be on the lookout for someone in your daily life whom Uriel has sent your way. This could be a teacher, a mentor, or even a new friend who shares a kinship with you about this inner quest. It is a relationship of great value that comes in time of profound power. Don't diminish the importance of this phase. It is this work that leads you to your initiation to a higher power. Wow. That's just continuing with the work that is coming in for this new beginning. And it could be a Queen of Pentacles that is coming in to help you, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. They could have Earth in their chart. But definitely you're stepping into your soul purpose work with this new project ahead. Let's see, we have one more card to explain clearing the way. 4 of Keys, another 4. So this is dealing with our foundation. A foundation of a project, foundation of a home, real estate, investments, business, something. You see how that log is in the road there? So you may have been feeling like there's some obstacles that are in your path up until now, but now the clearing the way is coming in for you. So all of those obstacles are going to be cleared away with the 4 of Keys. So let's see what the 4 of Keys is all about. Okay, 197. Yeah. A man and a woman have taken their carriage down a trail that cuts through a forest and continues to the beautiful home in the distance. A large download tree lies before them, blocking their path. However, the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a strong signal that it's now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship at work, or with a creative project. You must be clear-headed to be sure to temper your action with calm forethought. If you are too urgent and, let's see, and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and attention, the way to your dreams will be open. Okay, time to clear away any obstacles in your path, right? And if you don't know what those obstacles are, which I would imagine you probably do by now, then that's when you are going to go to your intuition and begin to sit in quiet meditation and come to some kind of a connection for that information to flow in. And don't forget to ask Archangel Uriel to come in to help you, because Archangel Uriel is going to be with you this week, in addition to possibly somebody else as a Queen of Pentacles coming in to help with that new project or that new beginning, a new foundation of some sort. Okay, so that's the Akashic Tarot. So let's see, let's pull a I Ching card for the week, and then we'll wrap it up. We're already at 27 minutes. All right, Spirit. Power of the Great, 34. Yeah, some great things coming in with this summer solstice on the 21st. So as long as you are acting in your own best interests, nothing can go wrong. You will achieve great good fortune just as long as you are clear, wise, and determined. And 34 reduces to 7. So this is spiritual. It's a soul development. The taming, or the power of the great, okay? And I'll be talking more about the power of the great by Monday. I'll send you a full translation on that, so that, like, as always, we elaborate on that particular hexagram 34 and see what more information wants to flow forward for you for the week ahead. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that was helpful for you. I want everyone to enjoy the new beginnings of the Gemini new moon and also the summer solstice on Wednesday, okay? I'll see you next week on Feng Shui Friday, and until we meet again, I wish everyone a wonderful week ahead. Stay in the light, stay in the love. Namaste.